This
completed
conference will now be recorded.
some completed org data and master data. Also we discussed material vendor info record and source list, and also we completed the procurement process like the basic cycle standard procurement process. And the second one we completed outline agreements. In outline agreement we completed contract and schedule agreement, and consignment procurement also we completed, and later we completed like a RTP procurement also completed. So today we'll discuss third party procurement. This is also special procurement here. Okay, today we'll see third party procurement here. So how to handle third party procurement? What is third party procurement? So we'll discuss today. So generally, so this is some sales integration will be there in third party procurement. In third party procurement, some sales environment. So you should know about how to create a sales order also in this procurement, and how to create a customer also here. But basically we need to understand. So what is third party procurement here? Okay, mostly in which scenario we are going to do this third party procurement also we need to understand. Okay, so in third party procurement, so generally any customer will inquire about material. So if material is not available in our plant and store location level, so even though we need to issue material to the customer here, so mostly the trading goods will come under the third party procurement here. Okay, so trading goods will be HAWA, HAWA material type. We are using this third party procurement here. Okay, so here, so what is happening here? The customer will inquire about the material to our company. So means the customer will create a purchase order to us. So based on this purchase order, we are creating the sales order in the system. And as there is no availability of the material, but and based on this sales order, so it will go to our customer. Okay, it will go to our vendor. The vendor directly dispatch the material to the customer here. Okay, so in this procurement there is no direct relation between vendor and customer here. Okay, so on behalf of company, the vendor will dispatch the material directly to the customer here. Why the vendor need to dispatch directly to the customer? So unnecessarily, suppose the vendor is dispatching a material to our company. Okay, so again from our company to customer here, so unnecessarily the freight charges will be more here. Okay, delivery charges will be more. So that's what. So in this procurement process, so the vendor directly dispatch goods to the customer here. Okay, so in this third party procurement, as just now I told you, so you should know about how to create customer. Previously you know how to create vendor master, but today in this procurement process you should know how to create customer in XD01 transaction code. And second, you never created sales order, so in this process you should know how to create a sales order also here. Okay, and also in this procurement there is no physical GR, only the statistical, means logical GR is available, because the material is not receiving to our company physically. But even though we need to enter the logical GR, the material directly will go from the vendor to customer here. Now we'll run the scenario, then you will understand. So for that, first of all, so I will create a customer now. Okay, so let me start the server. The customer will inquire about the product here. If the product is not available based on the customer order, so we'll create sales order in the system. So when you create sales order, the system automatically create the purchase requisition here. Okay, the system automatically created the purchase requisition. This also we need to observe here. How system is going to create a purchase requisition? This purchase requisition convert into the PO. And this PO will go to the vendor. The vendor directly dispatch goods to the customer here. This is about a complete third party procurement. So most of the clients are using this third party procurement. So please observe the step one. So the step one can write as create a customer master record. So where will create customer master record? In vendor master XD01, right? The customer master will be created in XD01 transaction code. Okay. Vendor master will be created in XK01. Customer master will be created in XD01. The customer are classified into three areas: general data, company code data, and sales area data. Vendor is classified into three areas: general data, purchasing data, company code data, and purchasing data. Okay. So here first you need to select the account group here. So let us say, so for vendor master also, when you are creating, first initially you need to select the account group, right? The same way for to create the customer also, we need to select the account group, and don't enter any customer number, because the system automatically generate the customer number as per the number assignment. So enter the company code, and here you need to fill the sales area. So in further classes, we have MMSD integration is there, STOs. That time you will understand. So what is sales organization, distribution channel division? As of now, enter the sales organization. Okay. and distribution channel and division. This is the setup sales area. So we'll discuss in the MMSD integration. As of now, enter just sales organization, distribution channel division. If you click on continue, so now the general data. Okay, so general data means you need to enter the address of the customer here. So how you are going to create the vendor master, the same way you need to create customer here. So this is we are creating some test customer here. Okay, so test customer. So in real time, we need to enter the name of the customer here. So just to test customer for a third party, just I'm entering here. Test customer for third party. Okay, process. So test customer. So there are the mandatory field. Okay, let me enter the mandatory field. So enter the country, some zone here. So which zone this customer is belongs to. So whether it is belongs to north or okay, because we need to dispatch the material. So we need to enter the complete data. Same like vendor master, we need to enter the general data. So once you will enter the general data, so what exactly the use of the last character name on is restricted. So test customer. So this many number of characteristics the system is not allowing. Test customer. Now once you enter the general data, test customer, some third party, and now you need to click on company code data. In company code data, generally in real time, the finance people is going to fill the complete company code data. Okay, so but only one mandatory field is that is reconciliation account. The same like vendor master, we need to give the reconciliation account. So based on the reconciliation account, they will trace out what are the transactions is maintained with the against the customer here. Okay, so once you will fill the company code data, so only reconciliation account remaining optional field. Then you need to go to the sales area data. In sales area data, you need to go to the shipping tab here. You need to go to shipping tab. In shipping tab, so here we need to enter these two mandatory fields here. One is the delivery priority. So customer to customer will give the different priority. Some customers will give high priority, some customers will give low priority, some customers will give normal priority, and also shipping conditions. What are the shipping conditions you are following? As soon as possible, or standard shipping conditions. So this also will discuss in MMSD integration here. So these two fields you need to fill, and billing documents. So for this customer here, in how many number of countries this customer is available. So whether tax is we are liable to tax or not, this SD people is going to decide here. So this customer in how many number of countries, so how we are going to put whether we are it is the customer is liable for the tax or tax is exempted. So 0 is for the tax is exempted. As of now, we are not SD, so just I am making tax is exempted here. Okay, so the tax is exempted, and all tax is exempted here. So once you fill this data, now you need to click on save here. So once you create the customer, the system will give the customer number here. Okay, so just you go to XD03. Now you can write the customer number here. Go to XD03, display of the customer XD02, change the customer. So the customer number is 79. 79 is the customer number here. Okay, only somebody is changed the number ranges in the system. Okay, the customer number is 79 here. So we created a customer. So the customer number is 79. Right. So step one, we created customer, and you know how to create vendor. So we have 1,000 vendor. Okay. Now let us create one material. Okay. So for third party, so for every business process user, so we need to prepare our own master data, right? So let me create a new material in MM01 transaction code. So generally, which materials we are going for the third party procurement here? Okay. Generally, trading goods. Okay. So trading goods. So any material type you can select, but the suitable is one for trading goods. Go and select the industry sector, and the material type is Hava. Hava means trading goods here. So trading goods here. Go and select the views. Okay, few numbers are left here. Now enter. Okay, so somebody is okay. Disturb the number ranges. So here the internal number already exists here. Okay, so let us give the external numbers some ABC 1 2 3. Okay, now go to selection. So my material. Okay, so this trading goods, I'm going to create some alphanumeric ABC 1 2 3. So go and select. So you must create the sales views here. Okay, previously we selected only basic MMVs. For third party procurement, as we need to create sales order, right? So if any material, so against you need to create the sales order, you must create with the sales views here. Without sales views, you are not able to create. Okay, so this sales order here. So because of this, so for whatever the material you are creating, you must create with the sales views. So go to org levels. So enter the plant, enter the store location. So enter the sales organization and enter the distribution channel. So plant as well as store locations, enter the sales organization, enter the distribution channel. Now click on continue. Okay, now enter the name of the material for test for third party process here, something here, and enter some base into measure, enter some material group. So in sales organization PC, so go to sales organization one view. In sales organization one view also, so you need to enter the tax information here. Okay, so whether liable for tax or not, so you need to enter the tax information. So all are tax exempted. I'm going to enter here. Okay, so enter the sales information. So in sales organization one view, so you need to enter tax here. So maintain tax classification here. Okay, so now after entering the tax classification, you need to go to the sales organization two view. In sales organization two view, so here item category group as third party. Okay, so this is must here. So please keep in your mind, in sales organization two view, you need to enter the item category group as bands here. Okay, bands means third party item here. BANS here, it is mandatory here. Okay, so as per this bans here, let me go to find button. So where exactly this bans here? Bans means third party item. So this is a third party item. So in sales organization two view, you must enter the item category as a third party item. So when you are creating sales order, automatically system will pick the item category as task here. So if you're not selected, the system is not going to create. So whenever you are creating the sales order against this material, the system automatically creates the purchase organization. User no need to create here. Okay. So because of this sales organization to view item category need to be entered the bans here, third party item. And this in sales organization three view. So these two fields are mandatory. Okay. So how you are going to transport here. So here we have a lot of materials, right? So thousands of materials. So the client will give you, so if it is a like sales relevant material, so here transportation material. So what is the transport group you are using? How you are going to load here manually you are loading or by using a forklift or by crane. So just I'm taking transport group and loading group also by using crane here. Okay, these are the mandatory fields you need to fill. Then from here and also already you know here. So how to enter the purchase group. Okay, so general plant storage one, and here you can enter some moving price. So this is we need to create. So I created the material. So some trading goods. So my material code is ABC123 here. Okay, so what is my material code here? Some ABC. So I created the material, and this material is some ABC123 here. So I created a customer, and this customer is providing this material some ABC123. The customer number is 79 here. Okay. Now already you know how vendor is already there, so I'm not going to create a new vendor. So already vendor is there here. Example. Okay. Now let us observe the customer. So which customer this we created one customer, right? The customer is inquired about this material, third party material. How much quantity he required? So suppose he required some 100 pieces here of ABC123 material. Okay. So assume that we received the order. So because he is vendor system, right? Customer system. So assume that we received one PO from the customer here. The PO number is some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. So we received the PO. So based on this customer PO, we need to create sales order in the system here. So how to create sales order? VA01 transaction code. In VA01 transaction code, so we need to create sales order here. So first time you are going to see, right? So VA01. Previously we observed how to create a purchase order, but in the SD people generally same like your SD and MM module are quite opposite modules. In MM module generally we are create purchase requisition. So in SD module they will create inquiry. So then we are creating request for quotation. They will also create quotations here. Okay, compare quotation and final the quotation. So after the quotation they will create generally sales order. So after the quotation we are going to purchase order. Okay, so we are doing goods receipt here. We are receiving the goods. So the SD people they are going to issue the goods PGI. Okay, that MMSD integration I will explain detail. So in VH01 to create the sales order, so they will take order type. We have so many order types. OR is the standard order here. Okay, so select the order type and enter the set of sales area, sales organization, distribution, division. As we are creating without any reference, okay, with reference to PO, customer PO. Now here I need to enter the sold to party, ship to party. Okay, so what is sold to party means which customer is inquiring. Okay, so what is ship to party means where you need to ship this material. Okay, suppose if you enter only sold to party, so if you have not entered the ship to party, automatically system will pick here. Okay, okay, so ship to party and sold to party is same. So I will enter only 79 here. Okay, my customer means sold to party, ship to party are both are same here. Okay, right. So suppose the PO number here. Now go back here. The PO number here. So enter. So enter the sold to party as well as ship to party. So suppose some PO number is 12345 is reference number here. Okay, you need to enter. So which PO, this PO is received? Who created this PO? The PO is created from the customer. So you can enter the PO number and you can enter. So, but it is optional. If you want to enter, you can enter. Otherwise, you can leave it here. But which material the customer is inquired? The customer is inquired about ABC123 material. Okay, so ABC123 material. The customer is inquired, right? So how much you required here? 100 quantity here. Okay, only enter the material. Okay, so enter the how much order quantity is requesting us and which plant here. Okay, so which plant? So enter the plant here, 1000 plant. So these are the details you need to enter. When you enter this detail, automatically system will pick TOS here. So what is TOS? Is a third party item. Okay, so this is actually it is mandatory you need to observe. Okay, so item category TOS. So why system is selecting item category TOS as third party item? Because in Material Master you selected a bands. Okay, in sales organization you enter bands, right? So in that way, so if it is a normal item, it is a TAN here. So it is a general item, it's TAN standard item. As this is item category. Okay, third party item category TOS here. Okay, now here we are not the ownership of this sales order, right? So some mandatory fields or any optional fields. So first of all, for the sales process, the flexibility is there for in SAP. So just you go to, okay, so once you enter from okay, edit, okay, you need to click on incomplete log here. So from menu bar edit, if you click on incomplete log, the system will show you what are the fields you need to fill here. Okay, so what are the fields you need to fill here? So automatically the system will show you list of fields. So what are the fields? As we are not okay familiar with this. Okay, so to complete the data, so what are the stills? Okay, so fields you need to enter. So we are not SD. So just you go edit and click on incomplete log. The system automatically. So if you click on complete data, the system automatically takes terms of payment, Incoterms and all. You click on complete data. So again, click on complete data. The system automatically takes some Incoterms here. Okay, some CFR, cost free, and Incoterm 1 and Incoterm 2 also you need to enter. Some test Incoterms here. Okay, something you need to enter relevant text here. Some terms of payment also you can enter here. Enter. Okay, so Friday is returned. Now still it is showing the PI02. Okay, pricing error it is showing here. Okay, mandatory condition PI02 is missing here. Okay, so mandatory condition PI02 is missing here. Okay, now so just you go back again, you go to edit. Where exactly this here PI02? Okay, now click on complete data. So what is saying? So PI02 some mandatory, so error here, mandatory condition PI02 is missing here. Okay, you can enter here mandatory condition PI02. PI02. Enter some 2%. Okay, now go back. So automatically document is completed here because somebody is maintained that condition type is mandatory. So entered. Now you need to observe the document should be completed here. So when you are giving this issue, when you are giving, okay, so these details here, so automatically the system will show you document is completed. Now you need to click on save here. So if you click on save, the system will create the standard order here. So what is your order number? 19236 here. Okay, so sales order is created here. Okay, your sales order is okay, so 19236 here. The sales order is 19236 is created here. Okay, so now After creating the sales order, so what you need to understand here, so the system automatically creates the purchase requisition. So where you can see this purchase requisition number here. Okay, so where we can see the purchase requisition number here. Okay, just to go to VA03. In VA03 purchase requisition number. Okay. Now, so display of the sales order, you need to find the purchase requisition number here. If you click on continue, now go to procurement tab here. In VA03 display of the sales order, go to procurement tab. In procurement tab here, select the line item. So in procurement tab, select the line item. So here you need to click on schedule lines for the item here. Okay, select the line item and in procurement tab and click on schedule lines for the item here. Only in here, then you can observe the purchase requisition number here. So this is the purchase requisition number. Who is created this purchase requisition? This purchase requisition is created by the system automatically here. Okay, so once the purchase requisition is created, so you need to convert this purchase requisition into purchase order here. This purchase requisition you need to convert into purchase order. This purchase order will go to the vendors. The vendor directly dispatch goods to the customer here. Okay, so in this case, the billing document need to be created in our system. The billing will be given to the customer. The customer will pay us, and we will receive the invoice from the vendor. We need to create invoice also in our system here. Okay, so this is we need to observe and click on copy. Now please observe. Okay, now let us observe in display mode or change mode in the purchase requisition how system is created. Go to ME52N. In ME52N, so go to the change purchase requisition. Okay, now go to purchase requisition number here. So enter the purchase requisition number. Now if you observe the purchase requisition, so please observe for third party procurement. So previously initial classes we discussed what is account assignment category and what is item category. Account assignment category represents what, and account assignment category represents the consumption related procurement. Item category represents the like what type of procurement is. Item category means for stock purpose here. Why system is picking for this both account assignment category and item category, we need to understand, because at the same time we need to show it as a third party procurement. That's what item category represents as a yes. Yes means third party here. Okay, so the question most of interest they'll ask you. Yes means third party procurement. At the same time, this material is not receiving to our stores here, so I need to show as a consumption. That's what account assignment category also one means third party here. So this we need to understand. Both account assignment category, item category will be updated here. Okay, but it is not created by us. The system automatically created. And moreover, if you go to account assignment tab, you can find the sales order number here. What is the sales order number? Okay, through which this sales order only this PR is created, right? You can go to account assignment tab. You can find the sales order number. The sales order number is 19236 here. The sales order number is 19236 here. Okay, so this you need to understand here. So 19236 here. Now go to here and in this. So what we need to understand here. So in this sales order. Okay, now already we observe the purchase requisition. So this purchase requisition you can convert into PO here. Okay, this PO will go to the vendor. Go to ME21N transaction code. In ME21N, okay, enter the purchase requisition number here. So when you enter the purchase requisition, okay, the system automatically picks also account assignment category, item category, and you can find in account assignment sales order number, everything. So only you need to enter the vendor here. Okay, now come here and enter the purchase requisition number here. So we are creating PO with reference to purchase requisition. So enter the purchase requisition number over here. Enter the purchase requisition number. So once you enter the purchase requisition, the system will pick all the details here. Okay, so what are the details like account assignment category, item category, which material required. So in account assignment also you can observe so the sales order number, everything here same like purchase requisition. So only you need to enter in header field. So you need to enter the purchase organization, which purchase organization is involving, and which vendor is giving us. Okay, so which vendor is giving us. Okay, and one more important generally. So previously, so how much? Okay, so we'll discuss with the vendor and you need to enter the price here. So previously, you in delivery address where this material has to ship here, this material has to come to your plant here. But this in delivery address in third party procurement, if you see the delivery address will be the customer address here. Okay, so whatever when you are creating customers, okay, so what are the address you have given? So means in real time we'll fill all the details, which district, what is the postal code, which country, what is the name of the customer, everything. So you can find the delivery address is the customer address here. Okay, means this vendor is directly dispatch the goods to the customer. That's what the delivery address automatically updated here. Okay, now please click on message during check here. Okay, so document type. Okay, so here somebody is disturbed, that I will allow. So document type and item category, yes, the purchase requisition. So somebody is deleted this. Okay, no problem. Okay, so now I'll go to another session. No, SPRO. Let's say preference IMG. So this again we'll cover in customization classes. Don't worry. So in materials management, go to purchasing. In purchasing, create a purchase order. In purchase order, define document types. So what document type you are using? NB document type. Here, go to position. So NB document type. So this NB document type. So link purchase requisition document types here. Okay. Now here what we need to enter. So select one, copy as anyone. Copy as. So when you are using the document type NB purchase requisition. Okay. Now if you are using the item category, yes. Item category you are using. So for PO also, okay, manually you can enter here. Item category yes, and item category here also we need to allow yes here. So this actually this is not there here. Okay. So now click on save. If you maintain this, automatically system will allow. Just go back. So previously this option is not there. Again, if you click on message, you can check here. So actually the function manager is run. So again you go to PO. Now once again you enter here. Go to ME21 transaction code to create the purchase order. So previously somebody has deleted that entry. So now you enter the purchase requisition number over here. So this purchase requisition. So once you enter the purchase requisition, the system will pick all the details from the purchase requisition. So only you need to enter the purchase organization as well as you need to enter the vendor code here. Okay, which vendor is 1000 vendor. Now the system is asking the price. You can enter the price here. How much price you enter the price. Right now the issue has gone here. Okay, you can observe all the details here. Okay, so property item. Okay, delivery address I'll show you. Now if you click on message during check here. Okay, now you can click on save. So now the PO is created. Okay, so this is the PO number here. The PO is created. Now this is the PO number here, 6 all zeros 399 here. So again is this PO. So generally what we discussed here in the third party procurement, so there is no physical goods receipt here. If you are trying to receive the material also, we are not able to receive. If business requires, okay, if your client requires, you can maintain the some logical GR. So there is no physical GR. Okay, let us observe. So what are the changes we need to do to perform the goods receipt? Now copy the PO number. Now if you try to go to the goods receipt here, enter the goods receipt in Imagevo. So enter the goods receipt here. So go to display of the goods receipt. So again the purchase order. So if you enter the goods receipt here, so okay, enter the plant here. So execute the goods receipt here. Now no goods receipt here. So we are expecting this here. So why system is showing no goods receipt? Because in third party procurement, so generally goods receipt is not is there. Okay, so in goods receipt physically we are not receiving the goods. So if business requires, okay, if they want a logical goods receipt, so what we need to do? So just you go to change mode of the PO. Okay, we need to enable the goods receipt here. So if it is this is completely purely the business will decide. So for record purpose you require the goods receipt, right? Logical goods receipt. Now go to delivery tab. So generally the goods receipt we need to enable here. Okay, so and previously it never happened like this. So for third party procurement it happened like this here. Now we try to do the goods receipt. Now it is possible here. If you go to Migo, in Migo, so enter the PO number. In this PO number, if you go to now you are able to receive the goods here. Means this is the completely, you can observe there is no store location, only it is logical goods receipt here. Material, okay, quantity. So only the vendor, the customer will give you acknowledge, okay, we received the goods here. Okay. So then we need to enter the goods. In where tab you will find there is no store location tab. Only this is for account assignment of goods receipt. Physically we are not receiving, only record purpose here. Go to purchase that everything will be there. Okay, it is a third party which part is providing. Okay, so check and post here. You can, so inconsistency between the document field. So is something somebody is mismatching here. because here somebody is disturbed here. What is this here? Inconsistency between a document field and a process. So we need to compare here. It will take a lot of time here. So whenever we go, so there's a finance people is disturbed here. Inconsistency between the document field and column here. So just so whenever you are performing the goods receipt, so you can observe there is no tab here. Okay, so there is no in where tab, there is no store location field. So be if logical goods receipt, so just you go to enable the goods receipt, and whenever you enter the goods receipt, you will find the goods receipt document number. And what after what you need to do, you need to create a billing document. So, however, the invoice, you know how to create the invoice here in MIRO transaction code. This is commonly observed with reference to PO how to create the invoice. The same way, invoice will be created, and the invoice will be given by the vendor. And at the same time, we need to create a billing document. So the billing document will be created in VF01 transaction code here. So this billing document you need to provide to the customer, and customer will pay to us here. So now in the year you need to enter the sales order number here. So what is the sales order number here? Just go back in VA03 transaction code. Okay, you can find the sales order number here. Okay, VA02 or VA03 19236, right? So 19236 here. Now we need to create here. So this is the extra document here. So VF01 transaction code 19236 here. Go and enter the your 19236 here. Sorry, here. Enter the sales order number here. So actually this is not a real time billing. Just click on save here. Also click on execute here. So here no billing documents because the GR is not happened, right? So that's what it is showing here. The system automatically creates the billing document. However, it is real time. Completely the SD people is going to create the billing document here. So this is about complete third party procurement. So what we observe in third party procurement. So generally the customer will inquire about materials. So mostly it is will be our trading goods. So here for practice purpose means record purpose what we did here. So we created a new customer. So we observed previously you know how to create a vendor, but today we observe how to create a customer. And also the material will be mostly the Hava trading goods, and try to create sales order. So in real time the customer will give the order any PO reference. So assume that we received the PO with reference to PO of the customer here. We need to create sales order in the system in VA01. So you need to enter all the details for which customer ship to party, sold to party, and you can observe in Metal Master in sales organization 2 view. We selected as a bands in sales organization 2 view. The system automatically creates the like item categorized task here. Okay, so in third party item we observed, and after creating the sales order, okay, so you can observe the purchase request is created automatically. So with reference to this purchase request, you can convert into PO. So this PO will go to the vendor. So whenever vendor is dispatched, you can observe the delivery address, okay, the customer address. The vendor directly dispatch goods to the customer. So we will acknowledge this, and then later we need to, if business requires logical goods need to happen, then finally we need to create the billing document. We need to give to your customer here. The customer will pay to us here. So this is about complete third party procurement. So tomorrow we'll meet with another new procurement process here. Okay.
Sir,
Oh,
excuse me,
sorry.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Nagendra, tell me.
sir, these all type of procurement we call business cycle, sir.
Business process procedures. These are all procurement process called business process procedures here. BPP.
Okay, sir.
BPP means business process procedures here. Okay, business process procedures here. Okay. So finally we have business blueprint explanation for you. So for every company they have different business process procedures is there. Okay. When you are going for the new implementation, so we need to write as is document, and then we need to convert into 2B document. So how they are doing this process. So we need to map from non-SAP system to the SAP system here. So this we need to handle here. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that I will explain in the business blueprint. Don't worry. Okay. Right. Tomorrow we'll meet with any other new procurement process. Okay, Harshini, Mayur, Nagendra. Thank you all.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for joining the session. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, sir. Good night.
Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night to you. Bye.